My name is Ilse Klink, and so you've decided that you wanted to be an actor. You want to be an actor. You want to sleep, eat, and breathe acting. Well, then you've come to the right place. This week, I'm going to give you a couple of business tools on what you need to package yourself to make yourself into that perfect product that can be sold to an agency or to a production company that wants somebody just like you. This week's special guest is Nicole Fortuin. She's going to be talking about the two things that she wishes she knew when she started out in the industry. Now, Nicole has gone on to do amazing things. She did something with Disney called A Cinderella Story, and then she did Alice Milan and Flatland, just three of the credits that she has to her name so far. If you want to check out her website, it's www.nicolefortuin.com, where she has her own offerings on how to be amazing in this business. So please go and check it out. So the first business tool you're going to need are photographs, headshots. That's a head and shoulders shot of yourself that you're going to be able to take to an agent or to a production company if they're looking for somebody like you. So you must remember that when you're having your photograph taken, it's a very vulnerable and personal space. So you've got to find the right photographer. You can look online for various photographers and get a look at the kind of shots that they have on their website. They normally have those shots, and look for a specific look that you think would work for you, or if you have another idea, obviously you've got to talk to him about that. Get them on the phone. Chat to a photographer who you think will work with you. Get a sense of his personality or her personality and see whether it's somebody that you can work with, you know what I mean? Because like I say, it is that space where you kind of bear all, it goes quite deep, you're looking into a lens, but you feel so exposed, especially if you don't have any acting experience, it becomes very hard. It takes a little bit of time to warm up to the camera, as it were. So you got to find somebody that makes you feel comfortable, somebody that makes you feel relaxed so that you're ready to open up and have your photograph taken and give your best look to the camera. And remember, when you're taking these photographs, it's all in the eyes. So it's what you're thinking. You know what I mean? When you give that look, it's more of a thought than telling your eyes what to do. If you're thinking of somebody, it comes through your eyes, and that's what the camera wants. That's how you're going to sell yourself. You've got to decide what your look is. What is the kind of look that you want to sell to an agency or to people who want to hire you, right? So for myself, for instance, I've got the mother look or a businesswoman or somebody in authority. So I would wear a business suit, and I'd wear something that's, of a softer color, that says mother, depending on what kind of casting I'm going for. So think about that. That's very important, because normally the photographers give you about 3 looks, 3 changes. So one with your hair up, preferably with your hair down, just different styles so that you can have a different flavor of photograph to present as part of your package. Also, when you're deciding on the makeup that you're going to be doing, sometimes you might hire a makeup artist to do your makeup for you, and hopefully it's somebody that you've used before, so you understand how they work, and hopefully they work well with you. And less is more. If you feel that the makeup artist has gone too heavy on your eyes, ask her to take it down a little bit, or your lips are popping too much, not in the way that you like. Tell her or tell him and ask them to bring it down. These are your photographs. You are in charge of them. You are in charge of the look. Have a list of the looks that you're trying to go for. Speak to your photographer on how you can achieve something like that. The next tool you're going to need is your CV or resume. It's got to be clear, concise, and easy to read. So on your resume, you'll have your name, you will have your height, your hair color, your eye color, the languages that you speak. And when I say languages that you speak, I mean languages that you speak, not ones that you dabble in. I can speak a little bit of German, but I can't really do a whole film in German. That's a little bit crazy. So languages that you actually can speak fluently, put that down in the language section. And then, of course, special skills. Now, special skills are things like dancing. I do a little bit of ice skating, so that's on my CV. And so skydiving, horse riding is very useful, swimming. On your CV, you would have to put down all of the things that you've done so far. And especially when you're beginning, you don't have a lot of things to put on. So if you have done some community theatre, or you've done a student production, or you've done a student film, put that down on your CV. They don't want to know that you worked at Checkers as a packer, or that you were a babysitter in 2017, or all of those things. Those are details that don't have anything to do with acting. All you've got to put on your CV are the things that have to do with acting. Normally in a professional resume, you would have the films that you've done. So you've got to list the film that it is, the name of the film, the character that you played, and the director. Or if you don't know the director's name, you forgot or whatever, you just put down the production house that did it, right? Or the producer. And then you would have your TV experience, the name of the series or the television show that you did, the name of the character, and your director or the producer. And then your theatre experiences. And last of all, you would put down the awards that you've won and the nominations that you've had. And finally, one of the important things to add to your beautiful package that you're going to have as part of selling yourself is a show reel or demo reel. Now, this demo reel has got to be about 3 minutes long. If it starts to hit 5 minutes, then it gets a little bit long. 3 minutes is a good time. And with your demo reel, you always want this particular demo reel to start on the first shot that they see, that the producer sees or the director sees, should be a shot of you. Also, don't choose a scene for your demo reel where somebody looks exactly like you. If somebody has the same look as you, don't have them on your show reel. It's all about you. This has got to show you off. So choose a scene that shows the kind of experience you have and the various acting skills that you have. So don't have 3 clips of you crying, because now in clip 1 we already know that you can cry. Clip 2, you've got to show them something different. Clip 3, something else. So they want to see your range. They want to see what you're capable of. It's basically a place to show off, so do it well. And this is what I wanted to say. When you're starting out and you don't have a show reel, you know what you can do? Is you can film a monologue that you've done. That's something. That's a bit of a show reel. So choose a space, choose a good monologue, and remember when you're choosing a monologue, to make it real, to show off really good acting skills, we always take a monologue that's about us. So something that's very personal and that we can relate to and identify with always makes for a good monologue. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked this video and you'd like to comment, please take the opportunity in the box below. Also, like, subscribe, and share. I post once a week, and if you want to get my videos, definitely subscribe. And now let's hear what Nicole Fortuin has to say to us.
Hi guys, my name is Nicole Fortuin. I am a professional South African actor, and I've worked in TV, film, commercials, theatre, voice work, and everything in between really for the last 5 years. I've worked both internationally and locally, and I've played lead roles, supporting roles, and I was even an extra in 3 films, I think, while I was studying at UCT. So I have some juicy inside info to share with you. And when Ilse asked me to share 2 things I wish I knew starting out, I did it out of the joy of my heart, because I truly love Ilse, and she's a mentor and a friend and a confidant and someone that I would go to the ends of the earth for. So here we go. The first thing I wish I knew was how to manage my money as a freelancer. I've always been someone who saves pretty well and who doesn't have any credit cards or anything like that. But I've also been a person who is bad with numbers and doesn't really like maths at all. So I've kind of avoided or procrastinated learning about investing my money, thinking about retirement annuities, figuring out how to get a home loan, because that's something that I'm interested in eventually. And I'm happy to say that this year I've taken that more seriously and done more research into it, but the sooner you start with those kinds of things, the better. The second thing that I wish I knew is that, and it's going to sound so corny now, but it's true, anything is possible. If you work hard and you make the necessary sacrifices and you keep your eye on what it is you want, you can achieve that thing. I've had naysayers in my life. I've had people say I will never play a lead. I've had people say I will never work in Afrikaans. And I've had many lead roles and I've worked in Afrikaans a lot. So don't believe anything that isn't true for you. Keep going. That being said, being a working actor who has continuous work in South Africa is very, very, very difficult. You need to stay ahead of your own game. You need to keep improving yourself and take that upon yourself to do that. And you need to also be aware that there are other factors at play all the time. If you are like me and you're coming into the industry and you don't know anyone, that is going to be a challenge because a lot of people rely on who they know. They have family in the industry. They have more money to help them through difficult months. So if you face any of those kind of challenges, please be aware that it is going to be difficult. Sometimes people are difficult to work with. Sometimes logistics are hard to manage. So it really is quite difficult. If you are looking for like a diverse career and you are hoping to work in multiple mediums and work in different styles, you are often also going to have to say no to try to really push yourself. So it depends on what you want, but be ready to work harder than most if you really, really want to be successful. So those are my two things. I hope they help you.
Thank you so much to Nicole Fortuin for her wonderful insights and experiences that she was willing to share with us. If you want to see more of her, check her out on www.nicolefortuin.com. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. And if you have any comments or questions, put them in the box below.